Green Tree Productions is proud to present Duncanville Weekly News. It's the good news just for the City of Champions, Duncanville, Texas. And now, here's your host, John Thompson.
Hello, world, America, Texas, and Duncanville, and welcome to this edition, the final edition of Duncanville Weekly News for the season. Glad you're logged on and watching. On this show, we've got something for everybody because we're going to cover the last couple of weeks of all the goings-on in Duncanville, as well as look back on the major items that happened in Duncanville over the past season since September. And we're going to start with this. Saturday, former Panther basketball coach and current school board member Phil McNeely joined his father Clifton as he was inducted into the Texas High School Basketball Hall of Fame in San Antonio. Here are some still pictures of Coach McNeely's induction evening. First with Gary Corneliuson. Phil was the Panther coach for 25 years, won 702 games and 18 district championships. His Panther teams won state in 1991, 1999, and in 2007 when the Panthers were undefeated at 39-0. Several of Coach McNeely's assistant coaches and former players attended the event. Congratulations, Phil McNeely, from all the folks in Duncanville. As you probably know, we have a 4th of July parade that's sponsored by the Duncanville Noon Lions Club, and we always show that on this website after the parade. And each year, the Grand Marshal is announced by the Lions Club, and that was done last week, and here it is. Last week, the Duncanville Noon Lions Club and its 4th of July parade chairman and newly elected city council member Don McBurnett announced that the outgoing mayor, David Green, will be this year's Grand Marshal, and he'll have some big shoes to fill. Seen here are Casey Cheshire, David, Don, and Duncanville Noon Lions Club President Mike Kreitzberg at last week's Rotary meeting where the 2018 Grand Marshal for the 4th of July Parade was announced.
Singla Dental, your hometown dental office, is proud sponsors of our DHS athletes. Singla Dental offers convenient, extended hours, and same-day appointments are available. Located at 541 West Wheatland with a website of www.singladental.com and the telephone number of 972-298-4677. That's Singla Dental.
In May of each year, the police department has a fire truck engine pull, and it was last Saturday, and here's some scenes. Saturday at Armstrong Park, the 9th annual Duncanville Police Fire Truck Pull was pulled off. And here's the Duncanville Noon Lions Club entry, composed of the high school Panther offensive linemen. That was their pool. There's Officer Doug Sisk as he posts the times of the pools. Here's the entry from David's Seafood Restaurant. It was another good turnout for the event for a good cause, the Texas Special Olympics.
James Memorial Chapel is the only family-owned funeral home in Duncanville and is proud to offer caring and dedicated services from familiar friends. Rick James and his family, the owners of James Memorial Chapel and Funeral Home, have served Duncanville area families in their time of loss since 1998. A beautiful and spacious chapel is offered, and Jane's serves all cemeteries. When it comes to finding people you can trust in a time of need, you can turn to Jane's Memorial Chapel. No one else knows families better. 811 South Cockrell Hill in Duncanville.
So now let's take a look back at the entire year and start with the presentation of the Man and Woman of the Year.
She's got 2 grandchildren, also a son and a daughter. And in previous years, she has received awards such as Business of the Year and Entrepreneur of the Year. And there's one thing about her that nobody else knows, that probably you don't know about her. She collects butterflies. And in case you don't know who Our Lady is, I'd like to proudly pronounce it as Phyllis Lambert.
I don't know what to say. Thank you very much. I couldn't do it without my husband. Second of all, I couldn't do it with the fact that I love Duncanville. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. And Michelle.
As well as his children and 5 grandchildren. His commitment to his community did not retire, however. He continues to serve Duncanville and the Duncanville Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors and as the treasurer of the Duncanville Chamber. He continues to be active in the Duncanville New Lions Club, and he also continues to serve his church. We can always count on him to make things better wherever he goes. Please join me in welcoming Duncanville's 2017 Man of the Year to the stage, Dale Ward with the 3
When I saw the slate of people that had been nominated, I thought, well, it's just a real honor just to be nominated. This is unexpected because there were so many other people that I thought were more deserving. But I'm very, very proud to accept this award and hopefully to represent Duncanville as the Man of the Year for the next year.
Chubby's Family Restaurant on Cockrell Hill at Skyline is your full-service restaurant for Duncanville. Open from 6 to 9, Monday through Thursdays, till 10 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays. They feature traditional American cuisine. They offer takeout and delivery and are one of the very best catering restaurants in the area. Call 972-298-1270 and find out for yourself.
The Duncanville sports teams had another good year. And for the football team, let's take a look at all 11 plays of the week. It happened in the first Duncanville possession when Keelan Elder went for 49 yards to pay dirt to open the scoring. And Duncanville never trailed after that play, and that's why it's the play of the week. Leading 7-0, the Panthers get a 2-score lead when quarterback Jaquindon Jackson breaks it for over 55 yards for the touchdown, and they never look back. And that's why it's the play of the week. Already leading 34-0, Keyshawn Johnson hits the Texans runner, causing a fumble that's picked up by Gabe Blanton, who takes it to the house, rendering this game as decided. And that's why it's the play of the week. Anthony Cruz had a pick six that just about the other 10 players on the field got a block or contributed in some way. And the defense makes the final touchdown of the game, and that's why it's the play of the week. A 3rd and 6, and chose to make a pass, and Gerald Bowie intercepts and takes it to the house. A pick six to start this Longhorn barbecue. And that's why it's the play of the week. Trezon completes this 34-yard pass to Jaquindon to the Vikings 12-yard line, which led to the first touchdown, and that's why it's the play of the week. When Trezon fakes the handoff and heads around the left side for 56 yards. And the first Panther touchdown, after which they never trailed. And that's why it's the play of the week.
Leon Miller Commercial Properties is a proud sponsor on Duncanville Weekly News, as he enjoys helping to promote our DHS athletes as no one else is. Leon owns office and retail space in the heart of Duncanville on Main Street. If you're looking for a convenient, accessible, and well-kept space to rent, call Leon at 972-709-7181. He'll fix you up.
On the Panthers' first possession, when at the Eagles' 37, Trezon scrambles and spots a lonesome Jaquindon, hits him, and he takes it to the house to take the scoring lead for good. And that's why it's the play of the week. 39-yard touchdown run in the first quarter when leading 7-0. He faked the pass and took off down the left sideline to pay dirt to make it 14-0 Panthers, and that's why it's the play of the week.
The play of the week is brought to us by the Pope Financial Group of Raymond James. For all your investment needs, call John at 972-780-0533 or come by 222 East Wheatland right here in Duncanville. It's the Pope Financial Group of Raymond James.
The Gophers are punting, and Kareen Howard fields it at about the 27-yard line and never looks back. Follows some good blocking and takes it to the house. This made it 38-0, and the Panthers went on to record a 10-0 regular season record, and that's why it's the play of the week. The Eagles punt on their first possession, and Kareen Howard fields it, goes right, cuts back to the middle, goes 69 yards for the first of the Panthers' 8 touchdowns. And that's why it's the play of the week.
The Wolverton Company, serving Duncanville, Southwest Dallas area for over 78 years. Wolverton has been a proud sponsor of Duncanville Weekly News since their day one in 1991. From HW to Thomas to Keith to Matthew, Wolverton provides the best heating and cooling and air conditioning service there is. Call them at 972-296-COOL. That's 972-296-2665.
Kalen Elder goes 54 yards for the first Panthers touchdown to put the Panthers ahead after they had fallen behind for all of 17 seconds. And that's why it's the play of the week. Here's a volleyball recap, and then the final wins by the Panthers and the Pantherette basketball teams. Coach Lynn Evans and her Panthers were 21-16 on the season and 13-3 in District 7 6A action. Good enough for second place to South Grand Prairie, but lost in the by-district to the third place finisher in 8-6A, Waco Midway. Another good season for Coach Linda Evans and her Panthers. Tuesday night, it was down I-35 to Waco High School to play Colleen Shoemaker, the fourth place finisher in District 8 6A, and this game was much closer than folks expected. Trailing 5-0 over 3 minutes deep into the game, Patrick picks up a loose rebound and scores to get the Panthers on the board. Douglas scores on a break. Then he nails a rainbow. But after one, it's 11-9, the Gray Wolves. The Panthers did not score for almost 5 minutes into the second quarter until Cam hits this baseline shot to trail by 7. Then That worked so well, he did it again. Jacoby keeps the Panthers within 7 with this driving hoop. And at the half, it's 22-15 Shoemaker. In the third, this hoop by Jacoby. And then Miles makes a good pass to Patrick for 2. This 3-point hoop by Jacoby pulled the Panthers to within 4 after 3. When Patrick hits this shot, it ties the game at 33, 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. This 3-point basket by Miles gave the Panthers their first lead of this game. Then, down by 1, Miles again to go back up by 2 with 2.5 minutes left in regulation. This basket by Jacoby put the Panthers up by 1 with under a minute left in regulation. Then Cam finds a lonesome Steve for a 3-point lead. Shoemaker has one last shot, and they make it to tie the game. So to overtime we go. The Panthers score first in overtime on this Miles basket. Then Cam pops. Shoemaker is answering these scores, and Cam gets an old-fashioned 3-point play. This basket by the Grey Wolves tied it again with 40 seconds left. Holding for the last shot, Jacoby can't get it to go. So it's on to overtime number 2. Steve hits early in the second overtime. Down by 1 with under a minute to go. Then he hits almost the same shot. The Panthers lead by 1 with 11 seconds left, and here's how it ended. Final in 2 overtimes, the Panthers 61 and Colleen Shoemaker Grey Wolves 60. Cam had 15, Jacoby 14, Steve 11. Next stop, area. Friday night, it was over to the Wilk in Fort Worth for the Region 1 semifinals against Arlington Bowie, who, thank goodness, had beaten 2 West Texas teams to get here. After a non-jump to start the game, Chris spots Hannah in the post for 2. And then on an inbounds play, Zay passes to Anaya for a rainbow and 1. And she finishes the rare 4-point play. Then Chris hits a late quarter shot, and at the end of 1, it's 15-10 Pantherettes. Early in the second, Angel hits a bank shot from the free throw line. And then Chris scores on a break. When Zay hits this shot, the lead is 11 points, but down to 7 at the half. Early in the second half, Chris hits a baseline shot. And then Anaya gets it ahead to Hannah for the Snowbird. And after 3, it's a 16-point Pantherette lead. It's Zay into Chris for 2. Then Angel hits a baseline shot midway through the 4th. It's been a banner year for wedgies. Zay drives for 2. Then 2 more. Final. Pantherette 66 and the Bowie Lady Volunteers 45. Chris had 23, Zay 14, Hannah 13, and Angel 12. Next stop, regional finals. Here's a softball report and the plays of the week by the Duncanville High School baseball team. Coach Brett Duff and his Lady Panther softball team went 22-2, the best record Duncanville High School softball team has ever had. They were 14-0, undefeated in District 7 6A play, won their by-district games with Coppers Cove, but lost to Denton Geyer in the area playoffs. Congratulations, Coach Duff and the Lady Panthers for one great season. Leading off, junior first baseman Noah Martell hits a rocket home run over the right field fence to tie the game at 8. And that's why it's the play of the week. It happened in the home game with Irving when leading 2-0 with 2 on and 2 outs. Junior Adrian Castro lines a double over the left fielder's head to the wall to score both runs. This made it 4-0 Panthers, who went on to win 11-1, and that's why it's the play of the week. Trailing 6-4 in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs and 1 on, and representing the tying run, David Budzinski laces a double to left, driving in the runner and getting in scoring position at second, and that's why it's the play of the week. The Eagles have the tying run on second, and this ground out to second was the second out, and when the runner on second broke for third, Noah throws to Ray. Ray catches and tags him out for out number 3 to end the game with a Panther win. And that's why it's the play of the week. Leading 3-1 with Grand Prairie having 2 on and 1 out. And this base hit to Devin in center spelled this throw to the plate in time for the out to squelch the rally. Oh, and Ray's tag was pretty good too. And that's why it's the play of the week. Well, thanks for joining us for this edition, the final edition for the season of Duncanville Weekly News. We'll be back the Tuesday after Labor Day, which is September the 4th, with highlights of the Panther Lancaster Tiger football game. That's the opener in the fall. Between now and then, we'll have the senior night recognition and the 4th of July parade. As we close, let's see more sights and sounds from the City of Champions, and we'll be back September the 4th.